Hello guys and welcome to another video. So today we're going to talk about Intense Cedrat Boise by Mancera. So today we're going to be reviewing it and I'm gonna I'm gonna tell you guys if it's worth buying or not. So Intense Cedrat Boise, what is this? So, like its name says, beautiful atomizer, by the way. So it's a woody scent, but not any type of woody scent. This one is fruity, leathery, and woody, and just a hint of sweetness, but not too much. So there's two variations of this one. There's Cedrat Boisi, the original eau de parfum, and the intense version, which is an extrait de parfum. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a 45% concentration of perfume oil. So it's very highly concentrated. So you already know the longevity on this one is gonna be a lot. And by experience, this lasts like 10 to 12 hours. So it's very long lasting. And the projection is medium to strong. It's not as strong as Cedrat Boisi, because this is much more concentrated, so it's gonna sit a little bit closer to your skin rather than projecting much larger. So yeah, how does it smell? Off the top, it's gonna smell very fruity, very citrusy, and you're gonna notice in the background something off. I would say off, not in the meaning that it's bad, but at first, my first impressions in my unboxing video, I didn't like it as much because of that mysterious note that's lingering in the background. So the note that I'm talking about is leather. Yeah, there is a note of leather, and it's weird that a fresh and fruity fragrance has leather, because usually leather is present in fall and winter fragrances that are much more heavier on the spicier side, on the vanilla, amber. It's more dark and sweet. Then you can play with leather, but leather is almost non-existent in fresh scents, but this one has leather. Even Creed Aventus, if you look up on Fragrantica, it's gonna say leather in the main accords, but in the notes there's no leather. But you don't really pick up the leather unless you're an expert and you really pick it up. But me, my nose doesn't pick up any leather, but this one I can pick up the leather because it's obvious. And yeah, it smells so good. So let's look at the notes. So the top notes are Sicilian citruses, black currant, and spices. So off the top, it's gonna be very citrusy. You're gonna have a mouth-watering blast of citrus and fruitiness that comes from the black currant, but fruitiness not too sweet, okay? Middle note, you have leather. So obviously that note that's lingering in the back, and it's like, oh, what is that note? It's kind of weird. And yeah, it's leather. You have sandalwood, oud, patchouli, and jasmine. So in the middle, it's very woody, and with some little, how do you call it, patchouli and jasmine, woods and mosses. It counts as in the group of woods and mosses. And in the base, you have ambergris, vanilla, musk, and oak moss. So in the base, it's a little bit sweeter with the ambergris and vanilla. Then you have some musk and oak moss, which gives it a kind of dirty, earthy, and herbal kind of twist. But that is very in the base. So off the top, you're not gonna smell that, because some people don't like the oak moss, but I really like oak moss. It gives it some character. And this is what fragrances should be about. It should be about character, strength, creativity, not just being mass appealing, because it's easy to be mass appealing. You just have to mix 3 or 4 ingredients that everyone likes, but to really create a masterpiece perfume, you really have to dedicate yourself into creativity rather than just want to please everyone, because in life you can't just please everyone, but just being you is what matters, and this is exactly what it is. So I'm gonna use this same example with Creed Aventus. So they don't smell alike, but they fulfill a similar role. They have a similar DNA, which is very citrusy, very fresh, very masculine, with hints of leather and or oak moss and some fruitiness. So Creed Aventus has pineapple, this has blackcurrant. Both have citruses. I think Creed Aventus has bergamot and this has Sicilian citruses. Yeah, so they have similar ingredients. They don't smell 100% alike, but they have the same vibe. And so Aventus is done in a much more mass appealing way, I would suggest. That's why it's so popular. But this one is I'm being myself, because it has its own twist and that character. So like I said before, at first I really didn't like it, but it's not my taste of fragrances. But I let it like 2-3 weeks, but now it really grew on me. And that leather actually complements the complexity of this fragrance, because let's be honest, it's not a very complex fragrance, but it's done in the right way. So is this worth it? In my humble opinion, yes, it is worth it. If you are looking for a niche fragrance, not a designer, like something like a Mont Blanc Explorer, you want something much more versatile, but with higher quality ingredients, because this, man, oh my, it's not a 10 out of 10, but I would give this a solid 9 out of 10. And Mancera, their price is on point, because this is not very expensive for a niche fragrance. And mind you, there is some designer fragrances that are actually more priced than Mancera's. So yeah guys, I'm gonna wrap this up in less than 60 seconds. Intense Cedrat Boise by Mancera. Extrait de parfum lasts for over 10 hours. Projection, medium to strong. Seasons, any seasons, fall, winter, spring, summer, whatever, during the day, during the night, any occasion. This is a very versatile scent. I would probably use this during the daytime in the office, because it's a very pleasant and mass appealing scent with some freshness, citrus, and some leather to add some character to it. So yeah guys, I would give this a solid 9 out of 10. Very good price, so don't miss this. Try this out. So yeah guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye.